Hi, Coach Jack here again. Many coaches, if not most, would probably tell you that the most difficult thing about coaching youth sports nowadays is dealing with the parents. There was a time when the parents would just send their kids off to the coaches and you'd never see them until they picked them up again, but those days are long past. Dealing with parents is crucial if you're going to survive the season as a coach and enjoy it as coaches should. It should be a good experience for the coaches as well as for the kids. So in my new book, Creating a Season to Remember, the new youth sports coaching leadership handbook, I give coaches many ways to deal with parents. And the first way, and maybe the best opportunity coaches have to get parents in line, is at a preseason coaches meeting. And so in my book, Creating a Season to Remember, I talk about these things, and they're going to help you avoid the discontented parents and talking behind people's back and just situations that kind of ruin the season especially for the kids. So thanks for listening. It's always helpful when you share my information with others, and I'll see you again tomorrow.